Hello, my name is Ryan. In this podcast, I share practical workflows for business operations, simple systems that reduce chaos, save time, and make work predictable. Newsletter first. If you want today's checklist and the note template, it's in the newsletter. The link is in the description. Today's topic is meeting notes. Most meetings do not fail during the meeting. They fail after the meeting ends. People agree on priorities. Everyone nods. Then decisions dissolve into memory and messages. In this episode, I'll show a simple workflow to turn notes into owned action items with clear outputs and real dates. If you run weekly meetings, this will cut follow-ups, reduce rework, and stop the same decisions from coming back every week. Today's case: a company with about 60 employees, operations, customer support, and sales. Every Monday morning, they run a weekly operations meeting. The goal is clear: share updates, remove blockers, decide priorities. During the meeting, alignment feels real. They agree on 8 to 10 next steps. One person takes notes. The notes look professional, but they are written as paragraphs. Discussion and decisions are mixed together. Here is a typical line: we should improve response handling and reduce delays. It sounds like a decision, but it is not usable. No owner, no deliverable, no due date. On Tuesday, a customer complains again about slow replies. Support asks, "Who is fixing this?" Sales replies, "I thought support owned it." Operations replies, "I thought sales would update the process." Someone opens the notes. They find the sentence. Everyone reads a different meaning into it. A new message thread starts. It becomes a second meeting spread across the week. On Wednesday, a supplier invoice arrives. It needs quick approval so payment is not late. The topic was mentioned on Monday, but the note says only, "We should tighten invoice approvals." No owner, no date, no next step. Finance asks for help, and the request bounces around. On Thursday, a new hire starts. The onboarding checklist was supposed to be updated. Instead, the manager sends access requests one by one. The new hire waits, the team loses time, and everyone blames the calendar. By Friday, the support backlog is worse. Not because the work is hard, because the work is undefined and unowned. When tasks are vague, people hesitate. When tracking is scattered, the only tracking method becomes asking. That is why the week fills with follow-up messages. One more pattern. On Monday, someone says, "We will fix the handoff between sales and support." On Tuesday, a lead comes in with missing details. Support asks for an order number. Sales asks for a contract reference. The customer gets 2 questions and no answer. A manager writes, "Can someone own this?" That sentence is the symptom. Ownership was not assigned in the meeting, so ownership is now being negotiated in public. Next, the team schedules a quick call, or they add 10 more messages to the thread. That is not progress. That is coordination cost. A list without dates creates the same problem. Everything feels urgent by Wednesday. People multitask. Progress slows. The team feels pressure without clarity. Here is the workflow. It has 3 parts: a format, a rule, a rhythm. First, the format. Every meeting uses the same note structure. 3 sections only: decisions, action items, risks and blockers. A decision is what the group agreed to. An action item is the work that makes that decision real. Second, the rule. Every action item must include 4 fields: owner, deliverable, due date. First step. Deliverable is the anchor. It answers, what will exist when this is done? Bad action item. We should tighten invoice approvals. Good action item. Owner, Maya. Deliverable, a 1-page invoice approval path for amounts above a set limit. Due date, Thursday. First step, draft the steps and confirm who approves what. Another example. Bad action item. We need to improve onboarding. Good action item. Owner, Daniel. Deliverable, an updated onboarding checklist for week 1 access and training. Due date, next Tuesday. First step, list missing access items from the last 2 hires. One more example. Bad action item. Support needs to be faster. Good action item. Owner, Sam. Deliverable, a triage checklist for new support requests. Due date, Friday. First step, define what counts as urgent and what can wait. Now, the rhythm. Send notes within 30 minutes after the meeting. Keep them short. Bullets, not paragraphs. Track action items in one place. One list, one board, or one document. Limit action items to what can realistically move this week. A practical cap is 5 to 7 owned tasks. Midweek, each owner posts a 1-line status update. Done. In progress. Blocked and what is needed. No extra meeting. Just visibility. At the end of the meeting, read the action items out loud. If the owner agrees, the task is real. If the owner hesitates, clarify the deliverable before the meeting ends. One important rule. Never assign an owner as the team. A person owns it. To keep action items clean, use 1 line per item. For example, owner, Maya, deliverable, invoice approval path, due date, Thursday, first step, draft steps today. Keep language concrete. Avoid words like improve, align, optimize, or review. Those words hide the deliverable. Name the object instead. A checklist. A template. A short guide. A decision log. Separate decisions from tasks. If a decision has no action item, it is not a decision yet. Finally, keep a small parking list. 1 or 2 items that matter, but are not urgent this week. This prevents the meeting from turning into a debate about the future. What does success look like? After 4 weeks, the same team runs the same Monday meeting. But now the notes are short and the action list is visible. On Tuesday, support gets the same complaint. This time, there is no debate. The action item already has an owner and a date. On Wednesday, an invoice approval is not stuck. It follows the approval path and payment goes out on time. On Thursday, a new hire starts and gets access on day 1. Because onboarding is a checklist, not a memory test. Now, common failure patterns. First, notes that become a transcript. Second, tasks without a deliverable. Third, dates like soon. Fourth, owners like everyone. Fifth, no single tracking place. One small detail makes this stick. Midweek, the update is written in the same place as the task. For example, blocked waiting for approval from finance. Or, in progress, draft is done, review on Thursday. If something slips, do not add a new meeting. Rewrite the deliverable, adjust the date, and move on. At the end of Monday, read the action list out loud. Ask each owner for a yes. If the answer is unclear, the task is unclear. Keep 1 parking item, not 5. Takeaway. Meetings work when decisions turn into owned actions with dates. If you want the checklist and the note template, it's in the newsletter. The link is in the description. To implement this, start with your next meeting only. Use the 3-section format. Write action items in the 4-field line. Send notes within 30 minutes. Keep the rhythm for 4 weeks. Do not change tools. Do not add meetings. Keep the format. By week 2, you should see fewer any update messages. By week 4, meetings feel lighter because unfinished work is visible before it becomes urgent. Thanks for listening.